Motorsport in general is widely popular in Finland. Cars, motorcycles, dirt bikes, snowmobiles, tractors, pretty much anything goes. Motorsport is popular in Finland for the same reason every other major sport that Finns spectate, and that reason is that Finns are quite good at it. In Formula One there have been 9 Finns and 3 of them have won the championship.
Tuulettaa mikä on maailmanmestari keke!
No pressure, Valtteri. In VRC there have been numerous Finnish champions, and out of the 13 drivers who have won a race on snow, gravel and asphalt, 6 of them have been Finns. It is kind of funny that Finns are so accomplished in Formula One if you think about it. Take for example Italy, Germany and Great Britain. Italy has all these exotic sports cars and legendary racetracks. Germany is the home of automotive, and most of the major F1 teams are based in Great Britain. On the other hand, Finland has never had F1 race, and the most well-known Finnish cars are actually lorries and trucks. And still, Finland has had the most F1 champions when adjusted to the nation's population. The Finnish F1 drivers are legends amongst the Finns, and perhaps the most well-known Finnish athletes around the world. Perhaps the most well-known in this group is the Iceman, also known as Kimi Raikkonen. He won the F1 championship in 2007, so he is quite good when it comes to driving, and he also knows this himself.
Just leave me alone, I know what to do.
Another aspect why he is well known is that out of all the Finnish drivers, he is the most Finnish. Truly a man of few words.
Kimi, what happened?
I spun.
So what will be a good result tomorrow?
We'll see.
Just like in Formula One, Finns have been quite successful in the VRC. There were numerous Finnish champions in the 80s and 90s, but things started to go south in 2004. Firstly, Timo Rautiainen was attacked from behind. And secondly, it turned out that French guys called Sebastian were quite good at rally. In my opinion, the Finnish success in VRC is much more reasonable than in Formula One. What I mean by this is that there is not much in the Finnish culture that carries out to the Formula One, where you drive a highly tuned hypercar on a smooth racetrack. But on the other hand, VRC is much closer to the everyday life of a typical Finn. The cars used in VRC are actual production cars, and there have been many models that are very familiar to Finns. Of course, the similarities between the normal and a VRC car end with the model name, but you get the idea. Also, the racetracks remind of the Finnish driving conditions. Dirt roads? Yep, we have those. In fact, some of the paved roads are not much better than a dirt road. Snowy driving conditions? Nothing out of the ordinary. But what about driving flat out in shade conditions? Well, there is one situation where I could see this happening. Motorsport is somewhat dividing. Some say that it is exciting and awesome, and some say that it is boring and pointless. But it most definitely is one thing, and that is expensive. The top categories like Formula 1 and VRC are their own thing, but even the basic categories of motorsport will likely cost you tens of thousands. But in Finland, there is one exception. Folk racing or jokamiesluokka, which is more commonly known as Jokkies. Jokkies is a dirt cheap option for motorsport when compared to other series, and you can pretty much notice this when you take a look at a basic Jokkies car. The reason why Jokkies is cheap in the world of motorsport is due to a rule which dictates that if somebody wants to buy your car at the end of the race, you have to sell it at the price of 2,000 euros.
Shut up and take my money!
This stops people from overbuilding their cars, and because of this, no one really dominates because their car is so superior and the driver's skills are the deciding factor in a race. People have wondered why Finns are so good at motorsports, and there have been a few possible answers to this. One possible reason for this is that the driving conditions in Finland are not the best. Snow, rain and roads full of potholes have improved the driving skills of Finns. But I think that this doesn't necessarily mean success on the racetracks, since quite many will start their motorsport career long before they are even legally allowed to drive on the public roads. Mika Häkkinen has said that the Finnish success is due to sisu.
And you need courage to be able to brake late, to go throttle really early.
And yes, that is true. But in addition to courage, you also need to be... how should I put this? Insane. This was especially true back in the day. Take for example the Group B, where you had stupidly powerful cars and no regards towards safety. Combine that with a crowd that were spectating the race so close that a slight understeer could earn you a tactical nuke worth of kills.
Tactical nuke ready for launch.
So yeah, you had to be a little insane.